April 20th, Detachment. Addiction is a family disease, but we could only change ourselves. Many of us come from severely damaged families. At times, the insanity that reigns among our relatives feels overwhelming. Sometimes we feel like packing our bags and moving far, far away. We pray that our family members will join us in recovery, but to our great sadness, this does not always happen. Sometimes, despite our best efforts to carry the message, we find that we cannot help those we hold most dear. Our group experience has taught us that frequently we are too close to our relatives to help them. We learn it is better to leave them in our higher power's care. We have found that when we stop trying to settle the problems of family members, we give them the room they need to work things out in their own lives. By reminding them that we are not able to solve their problems for them, we give ourselves the freedom to live our own lives. We have faith that God will help our relatives. Often the best thing we can give our loved ones is the example of our own ongoing recovery. For the sake of our family's sanity and our own, we must let our relatives find their own ways to recover. Just for today, I will seek to work on my own program and leave my family in the care of a higher power. I'm Herb the Addictaholic. This is just for today. I have a little sister who I feel, partly responsible for enabling and turning her on to drugs and alcohol and stuff like that at a young age. She's 4 years younger than me, and I'd often, include her in the smoke sessions, hand her beers, and then later on other stuff, and told her it was fun and it was cool, and she looks up to Big Brother, and so when her bigger brother is doing these things, like, she wanted to do them too. Now, of course, our whole family did, so even if I didn't, she probably would have. And either way, she is her own person and she does make her own decisions. But unfortunately, to this day, she's still in the throes of active addiction. And when I first got out of recovery or rehab treatment, I would call her and tell her all this wonderful news, and she's like, when I was 13, I went to those classes. I don't want to hear it. I went to AA. I already know what AA is. I already know what NA is. And I'm like, but you don't, you have to work the program. Like, it's different being an adult and going into these rooms. And, Narcotics Anonymous has helped me. All I can do now is set the example and let her see, what kind of changes it makes in me, and then hope that it does the same for her eventually. But I can't shove the horse's head in the stream and make it drink. It's not my task. It's up to God. It's up to the higher power to take care of it, and all I can do is hope and pray, and not let it rest so heavily on my soul, on my spirit, and bring me down because I can't change my little sister. It's a tough one. Detachment is hard. It's one of the toughest things I've faced in recovery, is not being able to bring those people I love around to the realization, to the epiphany of working steps, of working a program, of living life clean. It's great. It's wonderful, and so I feel like a bum that stumbled across a silver platter table full of food, and I want to share with everyone, and people just don't want to eat it. And my loved ones are starving and they don't want to eat it, and I don't get it. But it's not up to me. It's up to the higher power. And so I'm going to keep doing what I do, keep trudging this path of happy destiny, keep coming back to NA rooms and keep talking to my sponsor, keep plugging away at the steps, sponsoring others, and hopefully along the way I shine enough bright light out that other people that I care about pick it up and follow suit. Follow suit of us, not me. Follow suit of God's will. It's not about me. It's about helping others see the food that I found so humbly on this table waiting for us. Thank you guys for coming out. Hope to see you tomorrow. Keep coming back. It works if you work it.